Do you get pain in the dimple area of your lower back? Do you get pain when you do specific activities like sitting down for extended periods of time, possibly going for a jog, picking objects up, or standing for a long time? Does this pain radiate to the outer side of your hips or even travel down to where your buttocks is, to the lower hip? So guys, this pain is what we call sacroiliac joint pain. And 90% of the population will experience this sort of pain at some point in their life. The sacroiliac joint, or SIJ for short, is located right at the bottom of our spine. Okay, so you have what we call a sacrum, and that's a triangular shaped bone, and that is connected to or articulates to the ilium or the hip bones. Okay, and that specific joint there is what we call the sacroiliac joint. Now in this video, we're going to go through a couple of stretches and also rehab exercises to get you started in the right direction with your rehab and treatment for this condition. So guys, please stay tuned. I think you'll find a lot of value from this, and I'll see you in these clips. All right guys, so here I am on my floor. I'm just going to demonstrate some good stretches, first of all, that you can do to relieve some of that SIJ discomfort. So here, what I'm going to do is lie face up on the ground, just like that. All right, and from this position, what I'm going to do is lift up my knee. Okay, so I'm just going to lift up my right knee for now. I'm going to bring it all the way to my body, just like that. And I'm basically just going to gently push that up as far as it can go. And yes, this leg might raise off the ground. I am wearing some tight shorts. And you're basically just going to hold this for a few seconds, and then you're going to switch legs, and we'll try to the other side as well. So seconds wise, I'd probably hold this for about 10 seconds. This is a great one to start stretching out the back of the hip and like loosening up some of those muscles and tissues in the SIJ. So the next exercise or the next stretch is going to be just what we call knee rocks, okay? And this is a very, very simple thing to do, but really all it is hands are going to be placed in this position here, and then we're going to just rock our knees from side to side. And you should feel a really good stretch in the back there, okay? And if this feels a little bit too easy, what we can do is actually bring our legs up in the air at this angle here, so about a 90-degree angle. And then we can also do some twisting from side to side, just like that. And you want to go through these just really slowly from side to side. I'd probably say around 10 reps and 3 sets. Just like that. So all this exercise is really, it's a cat-cow, and not only do cat-cows great for our spine, but it's also good for that SIJ region to just get a little bit mobility through that area as well. So starting in this position on all fours, you're going to basically start by looking up at the roof, just like that, and arching the back as much as we can. And then you're going to look down at your feet and arch it the opposite way. I'm going to work slowly through these reps here for about 10 reps and 3 sets. So guys, this is, we're kind of progressing those exercises now. So this is more of the acute phase. So when you have that initial pain, these are more so better for that. Say the pain is going down a little bit and we can tolerate those movements a little bit better, we can actually start to increase some of the difficulty of these exercises. And the first one is going to be similar to that first one we did actually. What that's going to look like is in that same position, lying down, you're going to raise one leg up. And what you're going to do is actually start to push on this leg here. And you'll hold that for about 10 seconds, just pushing on the leg. And then you'll raise the other one up, and we'll do the same thing on this leg. So pushing 10 seconds. And rep-wise, you'll probably do about 10 reps on each leg. 10 seconds pushing. And then 10 seconds pushing, just like that. For this next exercise, it's going to be more of a strengthening exercise as well. So those stretching exercises were more so for acute type pain. But as I said, when you get a little bit stronger, we actually want to start to slowly load some of those tissues up. So this is the next progression. This exercise is really good to start strengthening some of the joints in the hip. And the exercise is actually called a dead bug. So you're gonna have your hands in the air, just like that. These are gonna be at 90 degrees. This is gonna be 90 degrees here and here. And what you're gonna start to do, hands just up in the air, and we're just going to bring one leg down, touch the ground, and bring it up again. Just like that. Down, bring it up again. So there's a few other exercises I want to go through. This is another good exercise as well. This is called a bird dog. On all fours, just like this, you're basically going to extend the leg out, and whilst you extend the leg out, you're going to extend the arm up as well. So it looks like this, just like that. You're going to work through this slowly. One of the main things to do when you do this exercise is limit the movement of the back, so you don't want to be kind of arching or twisting. You want to keep the back nice and neutral and stable whilst you move the arms and the legs. Just like that. Okay guys, so that's another exercise there. Alright guys, so this is another exercise here. This is called the side plank. And basically all you're going to do is have your knees at this angle here, and lying in a side lying position, your hand's going to be on your hip, and you're going to raise up, and you're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say that was 10 seconds. And then you're going to rest, and then you do 10 seconds again, okay? You'll do 3 sets of 10 seconds on both sides, okay? Just like that. All right, guys, for this next exercise, all you need to do is lie on the ground just like this. So this position here, what you're going to do in this position is you're actually going to raise your hips up to the ceiling as much as you can. Make sure you're squeezing these muscles here, which are called the glutes or the buttocks muscles. And we're going to hold this position for about 10 seconds. And this is a really, really good exercise to start strengthening and loading up some of the tissues around the SIJ area. Alright guys, so now we're actually in the last phase of exercises for the SIJ pain, and at this point you probably don't have as much pain or discomfort as you initially did when you first presented with that pain. So what we're going to do now is those last phase exercises, and these are more so for integrating into your daily life so that those joints and those muscles that surround the SIJ are now strong and resistant and can now tolerate a lot of activity. So this exercise is called the offset squat, and it's quite a good exercise. What you'll need for it is a very thick book. For now I have this, it looks like a shoe box or slipper box or something, and this is what I'm going to use for this exercise. About this thickness, guys, so about 1 inch or 2, just like that. You can also stack books on the ground. So what I'm going to do is lay that on the ground just like that. So in this position here, I'm going to have my foot right in the center of that box, and my other foot's going to be about, directly to the side of that other foot there. From this position, we're going to go into a squat and just slowly work through some reps. So I'm going to do 3 reps in this position here. 3. And then what I'm going to do is change the direction or change the position on my front foots here. So that's going to go more in the front. So just like this. And I'm going to perform 3 reps. Now lastly, I'm going to change my footing position once more time, and it's going to go directly back and diagonal to the other foot on my left side, which is on the box. And we're going to go for 3 reps. Just like into this exercise here, this is what we call a reverse plank or a Chinese plank. Or what we're going to need to set this up is just a chair and a pillow on there, and obviously a couch right there, or you can use a gym bench. So to set this up, all you're going to need to do is sit on the edge. You're going to slide your legs and your torso off the in this case, couch. You're going to put your feet on top of that pillow on the seat. And then what you're going to do is extend your hips up, and you're going to contract all these muscles down here in this plank position, hands resting just on my stomach here. And I'm going to hold this for about 30 seconds actually. Now guys, I'm going to go through the last exercise now, and this is going to be a really good exercise, but at the same time, I want you guys to remember that this is towards the end stage of our rehab for SIJ pain and shouldn't be attempted straight up if you do have that pain. So please consult a chiro or physio or any musculoskeletal therapist that you're going to see first before doing this. Okay, so let's set this exercise up. So in this position here, guys, what we're going to do is slowly, and this is going to involve a little bit of core work. We're going to slowly raise up our knees off the ground about 1 to 2 centimeters, just like this. So slowly, just like that, raise them up. And this is basically what we call a crawl, a bear crawl, but we're not going to be moving with this exercise, guys. We're going to basically hold this position for about 10 seconds. And you can see me shaking there, so I'm finding it pretty hard. But our knees are off the ground, and we're holding that position there. Guys, so thank you so much for watching my video on SIJ pain and the exercises and stretches that you can do. So this is the end of the video, but if you've watched all the way to the end, please comment down G'day Carl. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure to also subscribe to my channel, follow all my socials right here. I'll just put them over there, and I hope to see you in the next video.